ką žinau, ar važiuojam? Migrant Talent Garden.
And turn on the music.
Good? No good? Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Let's make some noise. It was the first time for me when I'm hosting the event, and people are bonding even before the speaker is up. Usually you need some team building or anything, and I'm just here sitting on my computer. I look at the beginning, there were like 4 guys sitting all around, and like 2 minutes later, they're all here gathered, talking together. Then another group started to bond right there. This is amazing. Like, I even filmed it, and I will put on my Instagram, as this is the first time ever when people do that. And it's probably because you came from abroad, and you came here to actually find your colleagues, to find an ideas, and to find some inspiration to build your businesses. And this project is exactly for that. So now is the official part, yeah. Welcome to our first event of Business Incubator, which is part of the Migrant Talent Garden project. Yeah, now it's the time to make the applause as we are having the live. I also would like to say hi for those who are watching us online on Zoom. It's very nice not to see you. Hopefully you'll make it next time. And maybe you don't know that, but every time before the speaker comes up to the stage, the little anxiety is inside, and you are probably trying to figure out, okay, what will be the group? So for example, today before coming to the event, I have no idea who will be the people who are coming, because sometimes there are people who are just sitting here, we're trying to make them energized, try to make jokes or something, and they're just there sitting and like, okay, I think it's the time to go. And then I think today is a very opposite thing to that, so I'm very glad that you are all here gathered together, and hopefully we'll have some fun together as as I'm such a nice host of the event and such energized, and you can clap and everything. So yeah, what's the Migrant Talent Garden? So Migrant Talent Garden goal is to train, mentor, and make sure foreigners have a chance to implement their business ideas. This project is financed by Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway through the EEA and Norway Grants Fund for Youth Employment. And basically this project was funded by the EEE, Norway Grants, and everyone else to actually help you solve problems, create businesses, create jobs for the others and for yourselves, and hopefully we'll manage to do that through this program. I will talk more about how the program will go further in the end of the event, as the agenda for us today looks like this. So first of all, we will have a small discussion. Yeah, this one will become later, I think. So we'll have a small workshop on how to find, how to validate, and how to execute business idea. It will be a short presentation of 25 minutes-ish, where I will share the exact tools, exact questions, exact links where you can find the ideas, where you can work with them. So I don't want you to be like all theoretical and motivated only today. No, I want to give you tools how you can actually move further from this point. Because you gathered here today, I heard that different stories people are coming from Switzerland as a chefs, as a freelancers working on various projects. But if you are here, probably you want to do something, right? So Then after this we will have a pitching session, and we will be creating teams. So if any of you have an idea, you will have 1 minute to present the idea and tell what are you looking for. Are you looking for team members? What background should the team members be like, and so on. So you will have a priority to pitch it in front of all of us right here. Then we'll draw a picture and you will get your 1-pager. And then people who are online will also have a chance to pitch their idea through Zoom. And in the end of the pitching session, everyone who didn't have an idea will have a chance to go around to ask questions of the founders who had an idea and join the teams for the rest of the project to work together and bond and build those great products, hopefully great products together. I will tell that in the end as well, but it's not only like the project to learn something. In the end of the project, after those sessions, you will also have a chance to win a prize of 5,000 euros, which is very nice, and also the best ideas will have a chance to get help for the crowdfunding and moving further in the other projects as well. So it's a very big and good support for the beginning. And also if you'll need anything else, I think you can just ask. And then in the end of the event we'll have a closing session. I will explain more about the further, how will the project go later on, and we will see what's next, and maybe you will have some questions as well, so we can move from there. And that's it from the theoretical side. I had to make this part, as we get funding, we have to say that we are supported by TechCity. They are great. They hosted us here today. We have our financiers and everyone else. And who am I? I'm Antanas Bernatonis. I'm head of business development at Monetization Finance, a Estonian startup. We recently raised $2.5 million for expanding in Europe. I'm also a big fan of building small businesses and then selling them or helping others to do that. So I'm doing that, 7-8 years now. For some reason, people are inviting me to speak at events like this. So hopefully you will find something insightful today as well. And our topic now is, how are you feeling, by the way? All good? All good now? Like, make some noise, okay? Like, you will feel better yourself. Can you clap for yourselves a little? Like this. Very good. How are you feeling?
Good.
What's your name?
Hafiz.
Hafiz. Where are you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Very good to have you. So, good. So about finding an idea. So the ideas are all around us, right? Like everyone, our families has an ideas. You probably had some great ideas that you wanted to execute. Well, the problems are all around us, and the problems create this environment to find a solution. And very often we are looking at what is the main problem for people, why people are not creating businesses, because they are afraid. This is one thing. Then they think they need a big financing, that they need investors, that it's too hard for them. So this is the second problem. And the third problem is that they don't have an idea. And it's sometimes very difficult for me to imagine, as there are so many of them around us. And we tend to think that, okay, if you really want to make some idea, it has to be innovative, super big, like Elon Musk type of things that you would need to, fly to the moon or build spaceship or like learn rocket science to do that. And thanks to the internet, you don't need that anymore today. And most of the ideas working in the foreign countries today, they can be applied in any other niche and then executed in a new way. And this is the simplest way. So I won't go into depth how to create innovation. I will help you to show exact places where you can find inspiration, existing business ideas that you can take as an example and, as I mentioned, apply in the other niche, or take it to another level, or just like copy from the US and bring it to Europe and do the same shit just here, So what are those pages? So who can create business? Like it can be any one of us. And the main thing how you can do that is by learning more than others. So of course degree used to be a thing. Now it's not as important as before. But still it's one of the options how you can go there. Then the newsletters where you receive it. Then other people and like founders who has so many ideas. Like for example, I have like 40 ideas list who can be done today and bringing a lot of money to you, like if you need, and like most of the founders can inspire you and give you suggestions what you can do, so other people, and and websites who are compiling those ideas where you can just copy them. So I don't want to be too theoretical today, so now probably this last 3 minutes was waste of time, you knew everything already. So I'll give you exact websites where you can go and find those ideas, either like ready to use ideas or an examples of or what people are doing. So so first thing is a newsletter. Maybe some of you are already following it, maybe not. Hustle.com. It's one of my favorite newsletters, as they send it daily. It's recently acquired by HubSpot, so it's a very huge company. So Hustle.com, can people online see us? They can? Yeah, okay, good. So Hustle.com, so it's about, they are delivering you the ideas, the stories of people, the actual business ideas to your inbox every day. And it's extremely useful. It's so easy to read because they're investing so much time and great people are writing this. So I really suggest you to subscribe to this. And they also have a premium thing for those who want to invest. So I went to premium thing. It's called trends.com. I went to this one last year, and it was probably the best $300 invested. Like the subscription cost $300 per year, but it's super worth it, as there is not only the newsletter with the great ideas ready to use delivered to your inbox, but also the community that you can join in Facebook, which are generating so much content. They are doing networkings. You can ask for help. You can ask for advice. You can connect with other people. So this is super useful if you want to join a very strong community which can help you execute and move further. Another thing which you can subscribe to is Exploding Topics. I think it's like this, Exploding Topics. If it's not .com, I don't remember actually. It's just write Exploding Topics in Google and you will find it. So this one, this newsletter probably as well. It's they are generating the trending topics on Google search, and they are putting it right there. So for example, let's say a couple of years ago, nobody Googled Squid Games. Today, everybody's Googling Squid Games, right? As the TV show was so successful. So there are so many opportunities to monetize on that, and the idea of Squid Games, whether you are building those, I don't know, clock, which is like with that song, with that lady, with the heads come up and then it can wake you up, or like anything else on top of that. So they are bringing so many exploding topics, what people are talking about, and how you can monetize on those searches, because one of the main things is what do you need to execute an idea. It's whether there will be people Googling it, and can you provide that value in solution form. Another thing is answer the public. Answerthepublic.com. This works also, this algorithm is also using Google search, and it shows, like for example, if you will write a banana in search, it will show you what people are looking with a word related to banana. For example, how to eat the banana, or like how to grow the banana, or whatever that is related with banana, and there are different questions of how they form that. And according to that, you can write anything, like startups, business, like your niche. I don't know, if you are a chef, right, you can just write fish and then see what people are Googling, and according to that search, you can look for the results, how many results are there in the Google search, and you can see what niches are there for you to create and to take and maybe just bring to Amazon some product which people are looking for, and they cannot find the right product for them. It's immediate that the market is already there, so it's great. I love to use this. Then this one is more for the inspiration. Biz, buy, sell. Yeah, like this. So this website is more for the inspiration to see what's out there, what people are using, what people are selling, what people are building, because it shows what businesses are, what people are selling online. It could be like not only internet businesses, it could be live businesses, I don't know, car services or whatever that is. But you can see there how many money the businesses are generating, how much are they sold for, and maybe you can look, okay, this is not in Europe, this is not in like whatever my home country is, or the region, and I can just take it and apply it there. If it's making so much money there, okay, I can Google what are their secrets and how can I apply it, and maybe it could be my business there. So if you're looking for it, this one is very good for inspiration. Then, yeah, I will not even write that. It goes together probably with this one and this one, Google Trends. So it's very general one. Most of you know it. So you can just go to Google Trends and see what's out there. Another great thing is Product Hunt. I love this. This is my favorite. ProductHunt.com. So this was created as a very random idea where developers can put their new projects in the platform, and every day, there are certain amount of projects coming up, and then other people can vote for the one that they like the most. And then in the end of the day, you have the winner of the day, winner of the week, and so on. And this allows developers and the founders of ideas to immediately get traction, immediately get attention, to get maybe to some other big newsletters like Hustle.com, TechCrunch, or others. And it's an awesome way how you can kickstart your idea to get the volumes up. But another way how you can use it, you can just go there and again look for inspiration. What people are building, it's usually very simple, very easy to use ideas, very easy to copy ideas, and very yeah, sometimes it's super funny. Like for example, what was it called? Elon shitcoin or whatever like this. Like whenever Elon posts something, how it can change in the stock market or in the Bitcoin or everything, because he just does that. So there are so many funny, interesting, curious, serious ideas that you can take as an example and take on your own. Another way to use this is another one, I don't have it right here, but there are another product which takes products from Product Hunt, which were created like, let's say 3 years ago, and they didn't grow as much. And then you can just contact the owners if you see that product is already there, but they didn't manage to execute it. For example, it was very good geek developer, but he don't have connections or anything. You can just buy it from them for, I don't know, 1,000, 5,000 euros, whatever the amount is, and you can then build it on top, build the business on top of the existing tech product. So there are many interesting ways how you can use it, but for sure I suggest you, if you're looking for an idea, to use Product Hunt as well. Indie hackers. I don't know if you have heard about it. But this is one of the strongest community out there. Indie hackers also was created for people to share their knowledge, to share their experience, to find networks, and today they grown quite big, and there are daily discussions. It's like a forum where people share their ideas. So they just say, okay, what they have done, how did they do that, and how you can really take it and apply it. So I took several ideas from there, built it myself, and the people are very friendly there, and you can actually get in contact with anyone you want, and you can join other threads and just talk with people, ask questions, and ask for help and find those ideas here. So it's a community. Communities are very strong. So two strongest communities I know is Trends.com and IndieHackers.com. Yeah, the others I won't expand as much on those. It's Brainstorms.io. And Product Explorer. .io. Right. So these two are, again, they are newsletters where you can get a daily emails to your inbox with ready-to-use business ideas, and yeah, look for them and just be on track. You don't need to execute every single one of them, but maybe one, if you will just be following them for, I don't know, half a year, one of them could be exactly for you, which will make you rich and driving fancy car and everything. So yeah, basically this is the thing about finding an idea, right? So what I cannot tell you much. Of course, I can tell you about how you can make a complex systems, and how can you differentiate and all those. I think the best way is to look what's working, what's out there, and how you can apply it, because this is the best way as you get inspiration. Like probably most of you have heard stories of other successful people which built something and then you thought, okay, I could do that, right? And then ideas coming how you can do it. So if you'll be following like at least, I don't know, 3 of these links, one of these links, you'll be already ahead of others, of your competitors, of your friends, of, I don't know, whatever else you are competing with. But basically it's a really big help if you're looking what to start out there. Yeah, validating an idea, the second step. So for validation, there are so many different forms and complex solutions how you can do that. So of course, talking to people, building a team, and if you'll Google it, you'll find plenty of answers, plenty of forums where they're talking about that, plenty of articles. Again, I want to go to exact questions, what you can ask to validate. Do you need a picture of this? Actually, I think after the presentation, I don't know, tomorrow I can prepare a list of all this and you can just send it for them if anybody will need it. About validating. Yeah, so there are 8 questions. So basically there is this form that I use personally. So I use this template for validating an idea, and it's very nice, easy to use thing. It's a Notion. I don't know if anybody of you are using Notion. That, yeah, one person. You should start using it. It's very nice. It's something like Evernote, just better. It has everything inside. So yeah, I can share the Notion template with you later on if you want as well. But what the Notion what that template consists of is basically 8 questions that you should answer before starting any idea. So, and it's quite obvious, some of them, and some of them are not that obvious, but it's very good to keep that in mind before starting anything, because so many of my friends, so many people that I talk to before validating their idea, they just like get hyped. This is such a great idea, everybody will love it, and they spend, I don't know, weeks doing that, and then they see that it's nothing, it's bullshit, right? So it's very good to put that excitement away and first answer those 8 questions before starting any idea. And the first question, surprise, surprise, is problem. So problem, what is the problem? What is the actual problem? What's the pain of the people there? Is it an actual pain? How you can evaluate that pain, whether it's from money side, whether it's from emotional side, what's the pain out there, and and what's the scope of it? So you can have to really look in depth for that and see, like, if there is an actual problem, it's just your imaginary problem. Very often people say, okay, there is no problem, there is an opportunity. No, usually if it's an opportunity, there is no problem to that, nobody will take it. So usually if you want really working solutions, good solutions, you need to look for a problem there before going. And you can find those problems anywhere. It will help you to decide on your niche. Then the second question, again, surprise, surprise, is the solution, right? So you have a problem, you have a solution. What's your unique value proposition on this? What's your solution? What are your main features? What are you offering for your clients? And kind of related to that is, what's the benefit to users? So basically these 2 questions are related. So what's the solution and how does it help your clients? How does it benefit users? Probably most of you know how many apps there are out there. How many of those are you using? It's probably only like 5 or 6 that you're using daily, because it actually solves your problem. It's actually useful to you, so you need to really pick it up. So this one are general ones. I think you heard them before. I just wanted you to see them in one place. Fourth and very important question is, do people are already paying to solve this problem? So this is very important, because very, very often people say, okay, there is this problem and people really will love this product. Well, and then nobody pays for it because nobody. Okay, if it would be free, maybe I would try it, but yeah, but not in this case. Anyone? Yeah, anyone paying to solve this problem? So probably, yeah, if we before, hi guys, if we have talked about that banana thing that you can Google before, and if you will create I don't know, an app which is telling you how to open a banana in the right way. It sounds cool, yeah, you'll have this app. No, nobody will pay for this, right? No, it's not there. So anyone already paying to solve this problem, and it could be very niche. For example, I know people who are paying to, I don't know, wash their shoes, so like renew them and paint on them. So this is already a market, right? People are paying for that. Later on, I will tell you an example of, we'll be talking about no code and how I built this thing, which was as a, I don't know, social incentive first, but then people just started to pay, companies started to pay for money for me because it was solving their problem, and I didn't recognize it at first. It was just an incentive, you know, good things to do during Corona, and then people say, here's, take our money, you know. Go. So I will expand more on that later on, and probably will come back to this question. The fifth question, if people are already paying to solve this problem, what's your monetization strategy on this? How you will monetize your product and how you will earn the money? So yeah, monetization. And easiest thing is like buy and sell things. Now the SaaS products are coming up, so subscriptions are very popular. Like most of the startups getting the biggest rounds of financing are those who has some kind of subscription. But yeah, there are so many different ways of monetization. We don't really have a time to go in depth of this, but it could be a separate discussion. Maybe there will be, I don't know. But this is very important thing to actually get in depth to what is your monetization strategy. Maybe you can offer it for free and then upsell it on top. Maybe you can, I don't know, put that same subscription. Maybe you can earn in a different ways and I don't know, doing whatever. Once I had an idea, we started to work on that. We had a chance to get an investment, but for some reason we dropped it at one point, and it was super silly and very funny idea, but we just wanted to make it. So it was a subscription for toothbrushes that we would deliver to your door for free every single month, and it would be like sustainable toothbrushes from bamboos and everything. So all nice that, and where the business comes, like you can say, okay, if you are not selling it, if you are delivering it for free to doors. So in that box with that toothbrush, we would put together ads of the companies that wants to reach a certain audience, because before, every time when they want to offer, they just need to do one push and answer 3 questions. And those questions would help to identify which social class the person is part of, and then according to that we can see whether we want to, I don't know, advertise Chanel for them, or whether it's Coke, so that you can advertise for everyone. So basically put it right there that companies could reach them in an interesting way. So basically you can be very creative with monetization strategies, how you can do that. So just be open, don't do that standard one. Maybe sometimes it's very good to do a standard monetization strategies, but if you have more ideas, it's very good to actually use them as well. It helps for PR as well. Probably you remember those $1 Shave Club as well, right? It was quite popular, where you can just order your what's called blade for $1 and it's delivered to you. But then they made so many upselling points, and they were very popular. When I was in New York, I ordered it and it was great. Yeah. The 6th question is the obstacles. What are the main obstacles that can come up when building this idea? So it's quite obvious as well. So what are the main obstacles? Why this thing might not work? Like what's the problems there? And then out of this, of course, comes how you can overcome those obstacles. And then 8th question is it's a very nice one, and if you can answer that question, you probably can start working on the idea. So the question sounds like this: who would be your first 10 customers? And if you can tell whether it's B2B, I don't know, business companies who can be it, and if you know the context there that you can reach out to them directly, or whether it's, I don't know, people, your mom, your neighbors, whatever that is, it's very good already. If you can identify and tell who are those 10 companies, people, businesses that can be your first 10 customers. Yeah. So first 10 customers, like it helps every single time just to make the list, reach out to them, try to sell before even having anything, and if you can sell to them before even actually having the product, yeah, you're destined for success. And then, yeah, the last question, I said it's 9, it's 8, but it's 9, is the idea sustainable? Whether it will be there after a few years, whether it's an actual, whether it's just a hype for now, or is it actually sustainable? And then few other things that it's not like very important to answer, but it's very good. Like I always have this 3-star system with, yeah, like this, where I can select either 1, 2, or 3 stars on these 3 questions. So, so first is about the usefulness. Is the idea actually useful? And then it's either 1, 2, or 3. Then the second thing is complexity level. Again, 1 to 3. How complex is the idea? Is it easy to make, or is it quite difficult? Whether, I don't know, you want to make a landing page where you would just share the I don't know, news of the weather, or whether it's, I don't know, a rocket ship which has to go to Pluton or Saturn or whatever other thing. So it's big difference there. And the third, so we started with excitement, and we can end with this. So then you can come back to excitement. How exciting is the idea for you? So many times I had such a bad ideas, but they were such an exciting thing, and you really wanted to do that, and it's the best feeling, of course. But then if you answer this question and you see it's not going to work, then you have to put that excitement away and start looking for another idea. So yeah, so these are those 10 questions which will help you to validate the idea and to actually look for it. So again, I will send you, I will try to put it together. I don't have it right now in one place, but it will take me a couple of minutes to actually put it, and then the organizers can send it out to you afterwards, after the event. So the third part today is how to actually execute the idea. So we have talked about the places where you can find the ideas. We have talked about the questions which will help you to validate the idea and how to execute an idea. So before, we already talked, you needed funding, you needed developers, you needed like different resources to actually make the idea work. And today, again, thanks for all the innovations, all the things, you don't need that anymore. You don't need to write a line of code if you don't want to actually build an MVP of the idea. And yeah, today you can be all alone and bootstrap amazing ideas. There are so many $1 million businesses, like it's called one-man $1 million businesses, who are out there and with just one guy at the computer are building and getting much money from it. And those tools that I'm talking about that any one of you can use without writing a line of code are called no code. Did any one of you have heard this term before? No? Okay, 1, 2 guys. Great. So basically it is what it sounds. So it's a tool that allows you to build different platforms, apps, landing pages, start without writing a line of code. It's basically, most of them are built on drag and drop system. Yeah, basically where you drop something and you just need to have a logic how it can look like. And yeah, so I said that I will share my story. So 1 year ago, it was 1 year ago, even more, maybe 1.5 years ago, when Corona started, I saw that companies around the world, they have started these job boards. It was super simple on Google Docs, where they share open positions for those people who have lost their jobs to help for the tech community to stay together. Because some of the companies were growing, some of them were failing. And I said, okay, our community, our startup community in Lithuania is great, we can help each other, and I put it out, and within a couple of weeks, more than 500 jobs were posted. Different companies, not only startups, but the public companies as well, they shared their positions. More than 25,000 young people were reached within this campaign, and it was super nice and very nice to help people with this. And then, yeah, first wave have decreased, people got jobs and everything, and then in the second wave during autumn, companies and people started reaching out to me and said, okay, is this still active? Like, can we still post our jobs in there? And it was like super bullshit thing. It was just Google Docs there where companies had to manually put all the things. And I said, okay, if there is demand, I think I make an easy solution. So in one day, I built this thing called Startup CV, startupcv.lt. And it was a platform, a job board for tech companies to find their employees. And those companies, again, picked it up quite fast. They started to pay me money to put their posters online. And even though today I'm not doing anything with that idea, like I don't have time for it, it's just out there growing organic. Well, now not really growing anymore, staying there organically. But yeah, companies are still there paying me for this. Within 2 months, I got an acquisition offer. Even that, at that time I rejected it. Now I would take it. But now there are other companies who wants to buy it. So basically it was super easy to use. I built it in one day. The cost was 100 euros. And later on I got acquisition offers for like 40,000, and the company itself is generating me a decent amount of money every month. Now, even though like last time I checked it, it was, I don't know, beginning of September, something like that. So it could be done with no code. And again, I don't want to be all theoretical, so I will share exact tools that you can use with no code for your businesses that you can apply later on. So card, for example, software, yeah, so probably this I have more, so I can send it later on. It's for landing pages. So it's super easy to use. So there's that template, you choose it, you just write your content there, and you can put it out there to see whether people are signing up for your mailing list, whether people are interested. Anyone can do it. It's super easy to use. It's free of charge, at least card is. And it's a very nice thing to do, and then you can feel like a coder, just putting landing pages out there like I don't even have a degree, I don't know, a line of code, and here's my website. So it's very easy, no code tool. Then there is Webflow. There is Builder. Then there is Lithuanian Y-code. And it's for the web applications. To build applications online on web. Again, drag and drop principle, right?
Will you send it later by email?
Sure, I can send it to organizers, and then they can send it to you, or you can follow me on Instagram and tag me from the side. Yeah. So sure, no problem. You can either write directly to me, and I will send it to your organizers. Can do that. Flutter. And some others as well. I will not write them down, as probably it's better for you to see it online later on. It's for mobile applications. Imagine you can build apps with this. Then this one is quite fun. It's voice flow. It's for building apps that includes voice. So for example, I don't know, Messenger, when it has that tool, when you want to say something, hey Siri or whatever. So it's that kind of tools that you can build with it. Bubble. It's for more complex it's for more complex ideas. So the learning curve, if right here the learning curve is super simple, you don't really need to know anything. Here you need to invest some time, like 12 hours or something, to actually get an idea how the system is working, to look for the tutorials, but you can build much more complex and interesting platforms and ideas, and it could be not even an MVPs. Like I know the companies who uses this more complex tools, and they are building like biggest energy sourcing platforms, whatever that is, in Norway, for example. It's quite cool. You know, what's the power of no code today? It's not that only templates. You can really put serious things out there. Buildbox. It's for games. Quite easy and fun to use, and you can create games there. Then, yeah, for the payments, there are Stripe. Probably most of you know it. There is Stripe. There is Pay Here, Bill Flow. It's very easy to integrate things to receive payments. And sure, for podcasts, Substack. For newsletters, yeah, and many others. So I'm using Substack myself. I'm writing a newsletter, and Substack took me, I don't know, 5 minutes to start writing, because you don't need to just pick a template. Everything is already there. You just put an intro email and you can start writing, which was very important for me. And so many others. So most of you know Shopify, you know WordPress. It's for the web stores. You can build e-commerce online. So I won't go in this. I wanted to show you more interesting ones. So I will send them all for you later on. So yeah, so almost anyone of you can start building with no code, and it's quite easy to use. The learning curve is not that big, but if you want to be a pro at no code, and actually there are no code agencies now, which are quite cool, because the amount of money that they can offer their services to customers is smaller, but they can do things super fast, as they don't need to write the code from core. Again, but if you want to become pro, there are side project Stack, No Code NBA, and other places where you can become a pro in that and take courses on how to use that. So again, I will send everything to you. Okay, I see that I'm running out of time already. I thought it was like 25 minutes will be too much. It turns out it will be too little. So now there will be a chance. How did you like it? Was it interesting? Was it insightful? Good? Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, so it's time. It's everything from me now. And now, how many of you have an idea ready today to pitch? Great. So quite many of you. Very nice. So every one of you will have a chance now to come on stage and pitch your idea in 1 minute. You present your idea briefly, what's it about, what do you want to do, what do you want to achieve, and what are you looking for. And then, who will help me here with drawing them? Yeah, so my colleague will help you here. She will draw your ideas, like the name, or at least imaginary name, whatever that is, and they will give it to you, and you can just sit down after. Yes?
Question. I mean, before we start pitching, actually, when I was coming here, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So, but maybe, so pitching is basically aimed at finding people who would like to
join you. Exactly. Yeah.
Is it a mandatory part, or is it more like an optional thing? In a sense that maybe you want to be a one-man band?
Yeah, you can be a one-man band. I think it's okay, but like, I don't know. Is it optional? Is it mandatory? The pitching? It's optional, yeah, so it's optional. It's nice if you will present what you will be working on, as these people will be around you for the rest of this project. But yeah, it's basically for organizers to know what you're doing, and for other people to have an idea, and maybe, I don't know if you're looking for a team or not, but basically for that, like in hackathons. I don't know if you have ever been in a hackathon, but basically at the beginning of the hackathon, there are people who are coming and pitching in front. They are getting those teams, and then they are working in those 3 days. So instead of 3 days, it will be like few weeks that you will be working together, but still the thing is something like that. So and after presentation, as I mentioned before, those people without an idea, you will have an option to join one of the ideas and ask people questions. So I won't repeat myself, and who wants to be the first? Who's the bravest? Go!
Only to remove the mask
Very good.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole and I come from Bulgaria. I'm the first one today because I actually had document anxiety, so the participation will probably kill me.
Sure.
So my idea is something that I'm already working on, and I actually have some clients, but I'm looking for a way to make it, legal, so I can actually charge and make it as a full-time business. It's called Well Kind Better. Well Kind Better, like just the 3 words. The idea is that this is well-being coaching and training business that combines my passion for well-being, combines my professional experience as a trainer and person who works in learning development. What I'm looking for today is basically hopefully a mentor and also a supporting group, because starting business can be a little bit challenging and lonely as well. And I don't know, just ask me any questions.
Afterwards, so now you will get your paper, and then another person who wants to come up. Volunteers. Okay, go. Let's support them. It's nice here to be on stage.
So, hi, I brought props as well. So I am Victoria. I'm actually from Lithuania, and I infiltrated all of you. But yeah, I was accepted here, so anyway. I started working on my idea a year and a half ago. Basically, I just was bored and decided to start creating digital designs for clothing because I find clothing boring. So then I started hand painting on clothes. This is one of my first things that I made because it's something just playful, childish, and colorful. I love humor, so this is kind of my way to put my ideas into reality. Anyway, so I started getting interested in sustainable fashion, and basically I just wanted to combine my interest and sustainability within the context of fashion, basically, because I have no idea, I have no connection to that at all. And I guess I'm looking for people who are more analytical, so that they could maybe guide me in this process, and I could offer some creativity maybe from my side. So
Who's next? Good.
Hi, my name is Kostit. I don't have a name of my idea right now because I'm thinking about it from last 2 months. So the idea, the backstory starts from COVID. So as COVID happened, there's a huge change in shopping experience. A lot of shopping experience have went online, and also the experience has been changing. So my idea is to provide basically a custom solution for packaging for small businesses, as what I understand, like while I'm working too right now. So before, people used to go to a shop and they can have experience, but now the experience has been divided into 2 parts. When they go shop online on the website, and when the product reaches to them. So I want to enhance more on the part of when the product reaches to them, how we can make it better for them, for customers. So in all, sorry for taking more time, I'm gathering my thoughts. So the idea is to bring businesses and creativity together on a platform where B2B businesses or any companies or startups can come up with their ideas of logos, of like what kind of packaging they really want to do and see, which can help them to get more customers. So for now, I'm still working on the ideas. I'm looking for mentor for sure. I don't know what exactly I'm looking for right now because I still have to validate it a lot. For now, I'm looking for a mentor plus someone who can help me with developing the first basic website to test it. Yeah, thank you.
Who else? Go for it.
Hi everyone, my name is Anton. I'm from Russia originally. The name of my idea is a draft name Copster. I hope to find a better name for it. I've asked a few accountants what is the most boring thing that they are doing all day, and it turned out that they enter information from documents into their programs. So an obvious idea is to create a program which would import all this, but it turned out that accountants don't like to switch to another program. So I created a WebP for a web extension, a browser extension, and I'm working on another thing that would do a similar thing with the desktop programs, because not everybody is using online programs yet. So I have a few accountants that would like to use it. I have a very rough prototype, and what I'm looking for is a partner who is better in sales. Because I'm a code guy, and I need someone who's really talking about people.
Nice. Yeah, you're already bringing money in your pocket. Great.
My idea today. I'm here more for inspiration and meeting other people, but I just need your reaction, because could you please raise your hands who are bookworms here? People who love reading, like you spend a lot of time reading. Okay, that's better than nothing. So my idea is a book club, which is called What the Fuck? I'm sorry. You usually shorten it to WTF, like to be more correct. So the idea is very often reading a book after finishing a book which has, you know, like a lot of excitement in the press, like people are, like it gets all the prizes and all the attention, and when I finish reading the book I just think, what the fuck did the author want to say? So this is like where the idea comes from. And of course I'm thinking about monetizing the idea, so it evolved into two directions, like the merchandise and the podcast. So I was thinking about like stickers and animal book marks and candles, with kind of, you know, only people who read a lot can understand that, like, I'm not a book addict. I can finish the book as soon as I finish the chapter or something like that. So all that quotes, all that, like, you know, bookish thing is in the merchandise, and the podcast inviting people who are also into reading, into writing, into all that industry. So I'm here just like, you know, I'm here for you, for your ideas and for inspiration, because like, you know, people who are inspired with their projects inspire others. So thank you.
We'll still give you your paper.
Maybe someone will be deciding to join you. Go on.
Hello everyone, I'm sorry I joined a bit late. I was watching the webinar in the Zoom, but then I thought to pitch my idea here, so I came.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the thing. My name is Nakul, I'm from India. I completed automobile engineer here. And my idea is to create a three-wheeled electric vehicle. As we all know, in Vilnius we have huge traffic problem during the traffic hours. It's between 2 to 6 and morning 7:30 to around 10. So in this time, the traffic is so huge that the cars are not moving. Even if you book a Bolt taxi, you are paying just standing in the same place. So it makes no sense. So my idea is that Vilnius city is developing its bicycle park, and they are developing it very good, and it's quite wide. And I have already made a prototype design in SolidWorks, and I need more team members and also more support and more ideas to it, and make something which can be also run during the winters, because there are some electric scooters renting like Bolt and others, but they all are like, in Lithuanian they say paspatukas, like yeah, the one.
Right.
So but they won't work in the winter because it's too snowy. You can slip, you can fall off, break your teeth. But my idea is to develop a three-wheeled vehicle where you can sit, you can even carry a friend behind you, and it's electric, plus it can be ride-sharing. And yeah, pretty much I gave a little bit. If anyone wants to join, help me out, and we can build something good.
Very nice. Did you write it today here?
No.
You're new.
Okay, my name is Matteo. I'm a chef, and when I had COVID, I completely lost the sense of smell and the sense of taste, which for a chef is quite a big problem. And then I recovered it completely, but that clicked something into my brain, and this problem plus eating with fast food. Food deliveries, like anything that travels in a in a cardboard package, tastes like a cardboard package. And basically, I have the feeling that we are not cooking anymore, that we are losing connection with raw ingredients. We don't know how they originally taste, what their texture is. So we are handing the food preparation to others. So my idea, to sum everything up, is to create something that I don't know what it is, to educate people or to rehabilitate people in tasting better, smelling better, and this can translate in organizing wine tasting, oil tasting, apple and tomato tasting, whatever. So business to customer, but also to help business to create better products that taste better, and that basically when we are cooking at home, we are not starting from something that is poor in quality, but already at a good quality. So I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that can help me understand if this is a doable project, that are passionate for food, that understand a bit of marketing, a bit of packaging, because I'm planning to sell this idea also to businesses, and to see if this can be translated into a school, into a method, or into something that can educate people from kids to old age. That's it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Volka and I'm from Belarus. And actually it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you all. I'm not an organizer, sorry. I'm just really happy to be here, and I heard your ideas and you're really great and your ideas are great. And I'm here because I'm motion and graphic designer, and my idea is to create an animation studio. So probably I'm a person who will need to communicate with, to visualize your ideas, and I'm here to find someone who will help me with marketing things, and also a mentor who will help me with the law and how to legalize it in Lithuania. So I'm really happy to meet you all, and I'm here to meet new people and have new contacts, and also probably make friends or my future customers.
So your first 10 customers who could be from this audience, you know. Okay, who's next? Anyone else with an idea? Raise your hand. Oh.
Everyone, my name is Jans. I'm from Latvia, not really far from Lithuania. This is my 5th year in Vilnius. But anyway, somebody told me some time ago that if somebody was paying to me for all the business ideas I generate, I would be a rich person. But unfortunately, nobody does. And I'm struggling to pull off some of those ideas that I have. So I think what I'm looking here for is to have a structure, to have some mentor maybe, to pull off some ideas that I have. So, but now about the idea. Well, how many of you have ever thought of leaving a city, maybe retiring early to run a small bed and breakfast somewhere at the lake in Lithuania, maybe on a mountain slope in Italy?
Yeah.
Well, I certainly have. But if you have thought about it, you probably know that buying, let's say, functioning bed and breakfast is too expensive. Converting, let's say, a whole building into a bed and breakfast it's a money pit, basically. You never know how much you're going to end up paying. And after all that, without really having experience in hospitality business, you're probably going to, let's say, well, the dream's going to fall through, and it's not easy. So, but what if I said or told you that it's possible to actually lease? Well, no, I'll start differently. What if I told you that you can start slowly and you can start, let's say, in an easy way? So you can lease and install on your land, let's say, prefabricated modular homes, or let's say little cabins. And maybe you've seen somewhere that there are cabins with, let's say, the whole wall is a window to make sure that your guests feel like they're in nature. And on top of that, have access to, let's say, hospitality management and marketing systems. So this is what I'm trying to understand what I can do. It's more looking like a bed and breakfast franchise. I mean, it sounds really huge, but it doesn't have to be. And franchises usually are with huge payments, but it doesn't have to be. But hospitality, B&B, that's probably how I would call it. B&B, yeah. And be like bed and breakfast. Yeah.
Very nice. I know that in the recent years, the similar business where the Irish pubs were delivered to your home. So basically, you get an entire box of the Irish pub ready for you to use, and it was booming, like huge business. So it's a very good idea. Like if it sounds huge, but if you think about the good business model, how to monetize it on top, if you can organize it on lease, it could be huge. Yeah, very nice.
My name is Erhan. I am from Turkey. I have been living in Lithuania for the last 3 years. My idea is, at the moment we have online shops. We sell our products directly to customers, B2C. What we are trying to do is to create a functional website for B2B customers. My problem is when I'm looking for forms, I cannot see a functional example. There isn't good examples. Most of the time, wholesalers trying to find their customers at the exhibitions or fairs. What I want to do is to find customers all over the world. I mean, wholesalers, retailer customers from online. What I want to do is build a functional website and do marketing. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wants to pitch their idea? Now is the time.
I was a bit hesitant. My name is Diana. I'm Ukrainian, and I'm hesitant because I didn't make up my mind completely about how far I go with the idea. We all wear different hats, and sometimes I feel like I wear too many. I'm a lecturer, I'm a researcher, I have a background in sustainability, but I also am very passionate about storytelling that I'm very actively engaged with, and sometimes I think like, what is the way to bring all these things together to really do all of them at the same time, and at the balance that gets you excited properly. And I'm thinking about organizing storytelling program that has to be on sustainability. We're using storytelling as a performance art and communications marketing method to speak on topics related to sustainable development, sustainability issues, and so on. I trust this could be relevant to so many people and businesses, in fact, to train their staff. But to me, it's also maybe a bigger thing when building a community for storytelling. That is a thing that everybody supposedly knows about, but in actual reality doesn't have an experience of being in front of a storyteller who does it professionally when it's a form of art and experiencing something similar to theater, but quite different things, right? So, still working on the final idea.
Hello everyone, my name is Nizam, I'm from Uzbekistan. My idea is also related to sustainability actually. So imagine we are at the moment have waste management issues worldwide. Obviously in Europe it's less of an issue because most of the countries are very much developed. The third world countries are not that developed. So when we think about waste management, we think about all the productions that go wasted, and obviously the tires are a part of it. As far as I'm concerned, there are 3,000 tires worldwide manufactured every day, and you can see already how many of them get wasted, and some of them are not even recycled. So my idea is to recycle the tires, and we actually have the manufacturing facility already established in Uzbekistan. So there is a business model which I want to implement and create the manufacturing facility in Lithuania, hopefully, and then spread out within Europe. Mostly it is because of R&D opportunities here, and most of the funding that goes to the environmentally friendly and sustainability industries from the funds, as well as tax incentives for the manufacturing companies within Lithuania, which allows to decrease the taxes almost to the zero for 10 years if opened in the tax-free zones. So basically, I was trying to figure out the way of establishing the facility and calculating the costs. Basically, I already should have a team. Hopefully, they're watching on the Zoom. If not, they will be punished. But yeah, I just thought I would share my idea. But for now, I'm just thinking of the ways of creating the business in a legal way, as well as just creating a business plan. So this program is hopefully a motivation to me.
Okay, anyone else left that? Okay, here we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Anton and I'm from Ukraine, and continue talking about the waste stuff and garbage. But basically I have two ideas, and first of all I would like to ask you how many marketers are here? Who studied marketing or something?
Who studied or who is? Those are two different questions.
Sorry?
Who studied or who is a marketer? Those are two different questions.
Okay, I see. Maybe who heard about the arbitrage traffic? No? Arbitrage traffic. Yeah. Sure. About the arbitrage traffic. No? No one heard? No one. Okay. Then let's move to the next idea from the beginning, and it's related to the waste stuff as well. So I've explored an issue in Lithuania that lots of local citizens, they have storage rooms like a garage, like a -1 floor room, where they keep lots of like waste stuff, let's say. But still, there are a lot of things which might be resold and used again. But lots of people, they, for many reasons, they just don't do it. And it came out that there are some people who agrees to just give it the old stuff which they store in the room for free, and they ask you just to leave empty room and clean. So basically, the idea is pretty simple. Just to organize reselling, let's say, reselling warehouse, where we come to the storage rooms, take all stuff, leave the room completely empty and clean, and the garbage we put to the garbage, and still usable stuff we resell in scalability or something like that. Basically, for implementing this idea, I already had one customer, one person who asked me to come and to clean the storage room, so I did, and got some profit from it, after even paying the rent for the car and for petrol and everything. Basically, for marketing research, I need a person who knows Lithuanian language to conduct a proper market research. So that's my idea. Thank you for your attention.
Sure. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm also from Uzbekistan. Yes. Also, okay. Yeah, because there are only few people from Uzbekistan. That's really glad to be here. So, my idea is not so complicated, but at the same time, it's very important, especially now in the 21st century when we have really dynamic life cases, and we do not have enough time just to think about what we need to do sometimes. And my idea is related to the app, or it can be, for example, how many of you use Telegram? Good, more than half. And it can be like a Telegram bot even, where you can just find an appropriate gift for a person. Let's say it can be a birthday, it can be a wedding, no matter the celebration. Let's say you need to have their fill the gap with important details like what's the nationality of the person, what's the occupation of the person, what's the age, gender, and basic interests. And the app, or easily it can be a bot also at the same time, can generate an appropriate gift. And it shows where you can buy it nearby from your location. At the same time, it shows the best optimal way to go there and for the optimal price. At the same time, you can just, how can I say, this app is not very difficult to do. Also creates a bot, but at the same time it can be very useful and also very popular. Since Telegram nowadays is used more than by, if I'm not mistaken, 650 million active users nowadays. So it can be spread throughout the world, not only in Lithuania or not only in Vilnius, let's say. So that's the point which I wanted to share.
Next, is there anyone left who didn't pitch their idea and still want to do it? No, nobody. So I think we can switch to those who are watching online now, right? Can we do that? Good. I think there are 3 people who want to pitch for those who are online, and also I want to say that now that, like I see, there are so many of you who has ideas, and so few of you who don't have a team. So some of the ideas probably won't have other people joining them. They might, but in case of not, also consider of joining another team if it's related. For example, with management, maybe you can collaborate and somehow create one solution together. And also, I would like to invite a note that there is Facebook group. So also to present again your idea there in the Facebook group, that those people who watched online can read it again and maybe write in the comments their questions and join you there, as the projects will follow in there and you probably will communicate most there online. So it will be just my suggestion. It usually works best for those who do that first, but also consider that if you really need a team. If you're okay and you're working on your own, that's fine, but my suggestion, find those co-founders, find other people who you would like to be with in this project, as they can be your best colleagues later on. not only in business but also in life, and help you can help each other out in this. That's me. Okay.
Those are the names.
Those are the names. Okay, great. So Natalia, I won't even try to tell your surname because I will fail. Yeah, can we see you there? Can you put her on? Yeah, Natalia, go on. You can pitch now. I don't know where to look. Natalia.
Hello?
We can't hear you. Wait a second, Natalia. We are trying to fix it. Her mic is on.
Yeah.
Okay, Natalia, can you turn your mic on? Natalia.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Your mic is still off, no?
Now?
Okay, it's on. We can't hear her.
Now?
And the louder, okay.
I'm sorry about the echo. I'm really sorry. I'll just be as fast as possible. Can you see me?
Natalia, wait a second because we can't hear you. Sorry, doesn't work. Is this audio? Is it working?
Maybe it's connected to the speakers and
do you want my
I think what that's the problem. I think
we got digital
we're the speakers so it's like this so we can maybe work it.
So okay, maybe you had any questions so far as we have some technical issues and since we're fixing that.
That's the thing, that's the problem. Okay, the problem is with the speakers over the speakers. Actually, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I think we can just ask and do it. I think. Okay, let's turn it up. What we can do, I think we can just invite them.
Okay. It's this one. Okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah, you
can click here.
Yeah.
And then go and change the mic speaker settings. Click here. Yeah, and you see, put it to HDMI.
I get it. Oh shit. Okay. Does it? Oh,
Hey, this guy will join me today.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't know.
Okay, so now.
It should work.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Okay, but why is there an echo?
I am so sorry.
Turn it off now. Okay, no, I will turn off this one from my computer. I give you
It's okay?
Yeah? One second.
Okay, 1 second, Natalia. Sorry for that. You're the best. She doesn't even. Natalia, you can talk now. It's all good.
You logged. I can start?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's great. All right. My name is Natalia, and I am coming from Cyprus. I'm half from Philippines and half Cypriot. So my idea was to build a restaurant, let's eat with culture. Two different worlds in one, basically. I want to bring taste, culture, and history into one place, switching from traditional to modern methods, which is like from Mediterranean to Asian, with a modern and traditional combination of design and food, including the most traditional and the most famous of each country. I believe it's a unique, creative way to eat your meals individually or with your loved ones. It's also a new way to visit different tastes and cultures at the same place while learning their backstories, the history, and that can be done by adding some history in the walls from small portraits, labels of history under the food, and the names and any historical event that that connects the food and the countries and what makes it famous, and the map of each country. And about the design should be closer to each country aura, but to keep it eco-friendly. So I thought like a wooden design would be perfect for both cultures as they have it in common. And the menu would be like Greek Cypriot kitchen, from traditional to most famous, and same goes for Filipino Asian kitchen, with at least 1 to 2 dishes of each village or island in Philippines. And by saying this for the Asian part, it is also possible to remove and add dishes of other parts of Asian, because a lot of things are similar to each other. So that was my idea. I wanted to bring taste, culture, and history into one place for the customers.
Okay, now Diana, can you join us?
I can't hear you.
It's okay. You can mute yourself now. Can you hear us now? Maybe here. Yeah. Diana, you can join us now.
Hello, everyone. I see nothing.
Yeah, all good. We can hear you. You can pitch your idea.
You can see me and
yes, all
hear
good.
me.
All good.
Okay, but I didn't see you. Okay, I will try to talk. One moment. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Diana Romanovska. I am designer, writer, and entrepreneur. I am from Belarus. Today I want to talk about my idea, Hello project, which helps foreigners and expats to integrate more easily and quickly to new society. When what's the problem? The main problem is when foreigners move into the country, they find themselves in informative and social vacuum. So this service helps to solve two types of main problems. What people have when they move to a new country. The first, it's household chores or domestic tasks. From how to find suitable accommodation and good school for your children, where to find farmers' food, as example, or how to call plumber. So the second type of tasks of problems is business tasks. From how to start the business, pay the taxes, and find the partners and employees, and so on. So this service from one hand will help foreigners and expats. It will help find the relevant information, meet with local experts, and collaborate and solve their problems. Find the friends and like-minded people. From other hand, this
Diana, you have
yeah?
1 minute for the pitch. It's already a couple of minutes, so if you can sum up, it would be great.
Okay, so I plan it like app with premium model, and I will be happy to find the partners and the team. Feel free to write me in the Facebook, LinkedIn, and thank you for your attention.
Great, thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
Aditya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Yeah, it's go on, and I'm reminding that you have 1 minute for the pitch.
Guys, good evening, everyone. My name is Aditya. I am from Kaunas, and I'm working for an IT company in Vilnius right now. Today I'm here to discuss my idea. So my idea was like much similar to Raghu's one, like who has pitched before me. So I want to design an electric snowshoe because like in the winters, many people have this problem to walk in the snow, and it's just a replacement of bolt. So few 1 month ago, like I had this idea in my mind. So I want to put it here. I'm looking for team members as well as a mentor, or I'm happy to join Raghu for this. Thank you.
Very nice pitch, Aditya. Thank you. And Irina, you are the last one, and you have your 1 minute.
Hello, guys. So 1 minute for me. So my idea is connected or is for women who are after maternity leave. Usually they face such problems as how to dress. Yes, first, how to dress, then how to keep fit again, and maybe some emotional problems because dealing with children is very, very, very hard. So I'm looking for, I have this information and I'm after maternity leave as well, almost as well. So I'm thinking of the idea how to make it together. Maybe it's going to be online course or something like that. So what I need is maybe someone is having online business, for example, online courses, and I'm also interested in how to find clients. Such information is interesting for me, and so that is my idea. And one more, can my husband also sharing his pitch? Just 1 more minute.
Sure.
Do you have it? Is it
Go
possible?
for it.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, my name is Dmitry. My idea is about chip tuning. It's about to tune cars. I study it, and now I'm thinking of monetization of this idea. How to interesting, how to invite clients. How it organized it. That's all.
Okay, thank
Thanks.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
So that's it from the pitches. Thank you all who presented. You are very great, very good. Like we didn't expect so many ideas, so we are very happy that you brought your incentives here, and hopefully we'll work on them. And those who didn't had a chance to present or didn't have an idea, you'll have a great opportunity to join those awesome people who are right here around you. The initial idea was that you can come to people right after this and talk to them. But as we have a deadline right here, so I will do the closing, and then probably I will invite those who want to stay longer to either connect with people on Facebook, and as I said, you can write your ideas, and then who wants to join, you can just comment on it. Or another option would be to go outside, and then you can go for a beer or something or whatever you want to talk further your business. But for today, that's it. What do you need to know for the next step? So you will receive emails with all the details, what you need to do next, what is your homework, and when will be the next event. Also, this is a cycle of events focused on guiding you to creating your own business by covering all important topics you need to know before kicking off your business. This program includes a cycle of 10 learning sessions, starting right now until December, and in addition to this, participants will have an opportunity to meet further and consult professional mentors. I hope many of you have a need to meet mentors, so you will have a chance to do that and to work on their business plans. And organizers will help you to have learning sessions on various topics that are needed to be discussed before working on your business idea, such as business models, as we have talked before, sales and distribution channels, product and customer development, and many, many more. And also I would like to invite to follow us, to follow Active Youth on social media. We are MIGRANT Talent Garden on Facebook page and also a community group. Also, as mentioned, you can follow Organization of Active Youth on both Facebook and Instagram. And also there's a web page of Start Business Today, which is designed to facilitate the start of business creation in Lithuania. So most of you came here from abroad, and it could be a big help for you to understand all the laws and everything there. So the third thing is, join the Facebook group where all the action is happening. It will be very good for you as well. And you probably wonder why it's worth for you to participate. And as I mentioned before, you not only can work on your business idea, not only improve yourself, but also authors of the best business plans will share a prize that is worth up to 5,000 euros. And will be invited to international partner event where the best idea will be rewarded by additional prize, which will be a crowdfunding campaign. And in October and December you will have learning sessions, January to April mentoring sessions to develop further, and then the final conference and crowdfunding. So exciting times, great opportunity for you to develop those ideas. I heard really interesting ones today, and hopefully you'll manage to do them. I'm looking forward for the end of the event. Me from my side, I will send you all the information and you will receive it. You can also follow me and reach out to me on, this is not mine. There were slides, right. Very good, you saw that behind me. You can also follow me on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram. If you need any help, just drop me a message. I will do my best to help you right here with the community in Lithuania, and maybe we will also introduce you to some other mentors or accelerators if you need anything in addition to Active Youth and Migrant Talent Garden, but I believe they will cover most of the things during this session, and it's a great chance for you. So thank you all for participating today. Please upload your ideas to Facebook and let's meet outside.